This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Welcome to Kansas Gateway.
After 27 years, Lieutenant Colonel Dennis D.K. Clark retired from the Army in 1993, having deployed 158 times and participating in combat operations in Southeast Asia, Europe, Afghanistan, Grenada, and Iraq. DK has been knighted 5 times in 4 different countries. In addition to commanding various armored units, he visited hundreds of battlefields on 4 continents to understand the nature and history of warfare. Using this knowledge and expertise, DK developed numerous training scenarios and authored war plans such as General Norman Schwarzkopf's plan in Operation Desert Storm. Over the next 11 years, DK traveled the globe extensively to train and coach the staffs of 2- and 3-star generals, training the officers in complex problem solving and decision making. During this time, he developed the Army's standard scenario for warfighting that is still being used to assess our Army's combat readiness. From 2004 until his retirement in 2015, DK was an associate professor at the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College in Fort Leavenworth. He participated in the complete redesign of the course and for 3 years was Chief of Curriculum Development for the Center of Army Tactics. As the chief, he authored dozens of training scenarios. During DK's last 6 years, he was the senior tactics instructor in the Army. He advised several governmental agencies. Lieutenant Colonel Clark is retired again and lives in Lansing with his wife Melinda. They have 2 sons and 4 grandchildren. DK is a member of the Fort Wallace Memorial Association, a guardian of Fort Wallace, the Society of Friends of Historic Fort Hays, the Company of Military Historians, and numerous other professional societies and organizations. About 14 years ago, on his way back from Custer Battlefield, DK visited Beecher Island State Park. As he had done most of his life, it was not just a chance visit. DK had researched Colonel George A. Sandy Forsyth's 1868 campaign thoroughly and envisioned what had taken place along the Arickaree. Within minutes of arriving at the state park, DK knew the battle had not occurred there. Over the following years, he conducted further research, including satellite imagery, built a significant library, investigated Eugene Carr's 1869 campaign, and an accidental discovery of a misfiled survey map at the State Archives in Topeka, which led him to the actual site more than 7 miles to the west of the state park. This led to the question, what happened at the state park location identified by the farmer's wife? Solving this mystery led DK to some incredible treasures along the research road, finds he will share at the Fort Wallace Museum at 2 p.m. on March 18th. He is excited to return and speak at Fort Wallace about one of his great passions, soldiers and warriors engaging in irregular warfare on the Great Plains. I've had the pleasure of knowing DK and working with him on occasion, and for those of you who are unacquainted with him or his research, I guarantee you to be impressed. DK is the personification of an officer and a gentleman, and few things give me as much pride and humility as DK's calling me friend.
Watch Ag AM in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.
As fourth-generation farmers themselves, Heinen Brothers Ag Service understands the risk and rewards of farming. So when it comes to quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia, call Heinen Brothers Ag today, 800-760-4964.